You've been there through all the big names. Can I just
Mhm.
we do a speed round? I mention a name. You can give me a one word. You can give me a
Gotcha.
sentence. Can we do like a rapid fire?
All right, go ahead.
Okay.
Let's see.
Hulk Hogan.
Man, charisma, just charisma, just great guy, charisma, man. Best, one of the
But
best, one of the best icons. That's all, icon.
Bobby Heenan.
Oh, legend. I mean, greatest man. Heenan and Gorilla, the best team ever. The chemistry between them two are the best.
I'll go on the network and I'll watch the old prime times.
Right,
Sometimes I
right.
fast forward through the matches
Yeah,
just to watch them together.
I know, I know. I just seen a little skit on Twitter with Gorilla and Bobby Heenan. Bobby Heenan stuck on a boat. He's telling this guy to go swim back to Gorilla on the
Yeah,
fucking thing.
yeah, yeah.
Fucking Bob, remember all those good old days.
Hilarious.
And
Yeah.
Gorilla and Bobby, man, when I used to see them at the studio, they're the best, man. They were the best.
How about the Warrior?
Jimmy was always good to me, man. Miss him. He was always good to me. I know he had a lot of heat in the business. Great guy to me. That's all I could say. And just sad to see what happened to him after he gets inducted. I know they're not one words, but I mean, just
You're enjoying
great
everybody.
guy, man. I remember I did his. Some people go, "Hey, what was your easiest wrestle? Was there ever an easy WrestleMania match? Is that even considered like something? Is that even a question to ask?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, I actually did Ultimate Warrior and Paul Levesque. I mean, well, he was Hunter Hearst Helmsley at the time.
Right.
It was like 45 seconds. I was like, usually you're stressed about your WrestleMania match, but yeah, that's got to be one of my easiest WrestleMania matches. It was Warrior, maybe because he couldn't work a whole match. So, but he was a great guy, man. God bless him.
Steve Austin.
Man, fantastic, man. Just man, he just made me a lot of money. Great guy, hell of a beer drinker, fun to work with, man, and icon and a legend, man. I listen to his podcast every once in a while. He's a go-getter.
John Cena.
Awesome. Guy hustles, never gives up. That's those logos he used to wear on the shirt. Always hustle, never give up. All that stuff. That's all John Cena right there. And I like to take over and see how he's doing voiceovers, man. I like to. He's got a good spot in all these voiceovers, man. I'm like,
That's a good gig if you can get it, huh?
that's a great gig. But and John, thanks for holding the company down for 10 years. I mean, it was kind of like when Hogan passed the torch to Rock, kind of say in 2002, really. Andre passed the torch to Hogan, and at that time, I feel in the early 2000s, Rock. Hogan passed the torch to Rock in Toronto. Then Rock, a couple of years, took that torch and went off to Hollywood. John Cena came in and kind of took over for quite a while, man.
Yeah.
Helped the business out.
Well, what about Bob Backlund?
Man. Great guy. Just you'd find him in the weirdest places, man, at night sometimes after a show. Like strip club. Reading the book.
Really?
Few beers, just reading the book, not even watching the girls.
That's funny.
I'd come up and go, "Hey, Bob, what are you doing here?" I'm just relaxing, having a couple beers, and just reading my book. And I'm like, and he was reading his book. We all popped.
Wow.
Great guy though, man. He always just super, super nice, man. And I enjoyed doing his matches as well.
Roddy Piper?
Man, wild. Never knew what was going to come out of his mouth. And just a great, fun guy to work with. Many stories back in the day, the Piper Pit and all that, setting that thing up. And he was just a fun guy because he never knew what was coming out of his mouth. Great guy, though.
CM Punk?
Awesome. Love his, I love his charisma. I love his work. I just like his attitude, whether it's sometimes people think it's bad or good. It's just CM Punk, and he was always respectful to me, and I always had respect for him. And nothing bad to say about the guy. I know if some people may say their differences, but I'm glad to see he's back with AEW, and hopefully be on that new show coming up soon. It was
Johnny
glad to see
Ace?
him.
Oops, I'm sorry.
Johnny Ace. There was times with difficult working with him. But he's helped me out a lot, money wise and through my contracts and stuff like that. And just as working with him, as far as working with him and for him and talent relations, Johnny Ace was okay with me, man. He was good. He was good with me. So but then there was some downsides with Johnny Ace.
Yeah. Last one, Vince McMahon.
Vince McMahon, great. It was a great guy to work for. Taught me a lot when I was real young. Always had, always pulled me over for advice, giving me tons of advice and everything. It was just a great man to work for 35 years. I had a hell of a career. It did a lot for me and my family and my mother and father. My dad was sick in '84 with a stroke. Working for Vince and the WWF, WWE, and the Vince McMahon family, and Linda, Shane McMahon, Stephanie, and all that. That's who I worked for quite some time, for a long time. And Stephanie, of course, was very young when I started in the business. But working, Shane used to come out on us with the road, working on the ring crew, because Vince wanted Shane to come with us, Tony Chimel and I, and learn everything from the bottom up. I have nothing but the most respect for Vince McMahon, man. He employed me for 35 years and traveled the world, everywhere, over about 60 different countries, and had a phenomenal career and phenomenal time doing it, and got paid very well. Yeah, nothing but good about Vince McMahon.
Mike, this was awesome. Thank you so much. Is there any social media, anything if people want to get in touch with you?
No, yeah, I'm on Twitter at MGC Chioda, Chioda. That's it. And I'm on Instagram very little, and Facebook very little at all. So I'm not on too much things, but I do got some some things coming out, some action figures, couple action figures, one from the 80s and 90s with the bow tie coming out soon, hopefully. And I got another one coming out. Then I'll have a SmackDown one supposedly coming out after that. So.
And even though I think my shoulder was up against Bastion Booger, and you still counted 3, I want to bury the hatchet right now and say,
well, there you go. I fucked that up,
friend,
right?
Mike. Yep. This is a lot of fun, Mike. I hope you enjoyed it. This
you guys fun. Sure did, Mike. Thanks, I sure did. Thanks for having me on, brother.
Thank you. I'll be in touch, and send me that stuff.
Yeah, I definitely will, Mike. All right.
Awesome.
Thanks for having me, man. You got it.
Thank you.
Take care, brother.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.